So in the last tutorial I just didn't finish in time and it just stopped on me, but I was just creating this kind of box right here, and I was just saying go ahead and play around with some other pages just to add a little bit of content to them. Now if you ever create content that is too tall, it'll just push down the footer, which is great. If it's not pushing back down the footer, then you do want to adjust that so that the line and the box are not exactly on the same pixel. But let's go ahead and take a look at one other page that we might use, and that would be the contact page. The reason the contact page I think is interesting is because we can actually use another widget here. So there's the ability to add like just a simple contact form to this page, which is awesome. And I mean, totally fun that you can just drag out a contact form very quickly and use it. Now, it doesn't seem like it wants to scale, so I'm just not going to worry about that. I'm just going to drag it into where it needs to be. Now, the next thing that we might want to do is insert some sort of other content within this page. And I found a tutorial online that's about actually pasting HTML. So that's really quite cool that you can do that. You can actually insert HTML into the page. And so in order to do that, what I'm going to do is go over and find a Google map. And I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. So I'm going to take this map and just zoom in a little bit. And let's say that happens to be close to my campus. There is my campus right here. So there's my building right there. And now what I'm going to do is go ahead and share this if I can remember how to do that. It's amazing what you forget how to do. Share or embed map. There you go. And so I'm going to use embed, and I'm going to take this iframe right there and copy that code, go back over to here and paste it. And what that does is that will insert that particular code onto this page, and I now have a map in Adobe Muse that came from online. And that is just super, super cool that you can do that. I think it's just amazing what you have access to in this software. It can get really fun. Maybe I do need to move this over a little bit. There we go. Lots of fun that you can do that. And let's go ahead and close that page. And so, of course, if you want to edit some other pages, really cool. Now, one other thing that I do want to point out about this one is that I might want to do a subpage menu. And so I'm going to add the subpage menu to my services page. And over here in the menu, I'm going to go ahead and change this to, let's see, show icon top levels, all pages. I don't want that. I think I want manual. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is actually add the links here. And that's not really what I want. I was hoping that it would come up with the ability for me to just do like sub pages, but I'm just playing with the software, so that's probably not going to work. Let's go ahead. You can see that the sub pages are here, which I like, and it'd be nice to be able to design that the way I want it, but I think that what we would have to do is we would have to create our menu the way we want it to be and then link to it. And speaking of that, one thing that I just did forget is actually linking the logo back to the home page. So let's do a couple little links. One link right here is the logo that I want to say that anytime you click on this, it'll go back to the home page. And in order to do this, all we have to do is go to where the hyperlinks are, and let's change this so it'll go to home. Now, anytime you're on any other page and you click on that logo, it will go to the home page. Let's go ahead and save this site, and what we're going to do is preview it. And in the preview, now we can click on it and go to the different pages, and here's the contact page. You'll see there's the map and everything else in there. And we can go back to the About, back to Home. And anytime we're on any other page, we can click on the logo at the top, and it will go back to the home page. Now that we're ready with this site, we're going to go ahead and export this site as an HTML. I'm going to call this Demosite. website.com. And then the location is very important. So let's click on that and change that to the location where you've got your files. And I'm going to call this my demo site export. And let's go ahead and use that folder to export those files. Now that it's there, I can go ahead and view it, which is great. And I can go and take a look at where it's actually output the code. I think that's actually my folder. So here we are, Muse Toots, Demosite export, and here is where it's exported my pages for me. And I can then go ahead and look at that code if I'm really into HTML and actually see what's been going on. Now, this is really awesome that it's outputting this code, and you'll see that it actually outputs real code that is, text that is search engine optimized in a way, but it is not going to be quite the same thing as doing the code yourself. It's just pretty amazing that you've got a tool that allows you to create websites visually like this. So in the next set of tutorials, we're going to take this idea much further, and we're going to start to design a website using Photoshop to help us create the graphics. So let's go on.